But yeah, I think this movie is kind of a departure from the stuff I've done previously. So I've done, I kind of got my start doing documentaries about some of the biggest comic creators in the world. So like Grant Morrison and Neil Gaiman and Image Comics. You can kind of see on the wall back
Yeah.
there. So that was really fun, but I definitely always wanted to do narrative films, and that was a major interest. And the first project I did was called House of Demons, which is right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and that was a horror movie, but I think it does share some similarities with this film. It was about, people going to a cabin in the woods and kind of trying to figure out their lives, and that one took a darker turn than this film did, which was also about two people kind of going to a cabin in the woods to figure out their lives, but in this case they're sort of indie band that's trying to figure out both their next album and next move, and also where they're at personally and their kind of relationship between each other, and if they're just friends or something more.
Yeah, it's kind of an exploration of your personal evolution and your professional ambition in a way, right?
Well, I think it's definitely a lot of the issues that they faced in the film, I think, are relatable to me and other people that I know. And I tried to kind of, I think a lot of movies like this are like, we blew up and we're incredibly rich now. And my problem is like, am I too rich? And I don't think that's a problem that I've seen a lot of people encounter. I think more people encounter the question of like, should I continue working on my art and doing these things, or should I like get a regular job, or move out of LA and move to somewhere cheaper, or so I wanted to try to do something that kind of touched on those issues and has sort of the subtext of like it is hard financially and it is a big risk to pursue a career in the arts, and for these characters and a lot of the people that I know, it's something that they've sort of agonized over and had to deal with.
You know, the songs and the music are very beautiful in the film. How did you work? I know that Nicolette and Tim, they work on the songs and the
Yep.
lyrics and everything with you. How was that process, considering that the music and the lyrics are part of the story meaning?
Yeah, well, it was always designed to be very integrated. So I started working on the project with Nico and we kind of conceptualized it together. And then when I wrote the script, I would write like there is a romantic, super romantic song that they sing, or like there's an upbeat song. And then we went through the script and we are like, okay, there's these, 6 or 7 songs. What is each of the songs? What are some references? And we kind of came up with some like general idea and some references for each, and then Nico and Tim went off and kind of took it in their own direction. And I don't think any of the songs sound like it's not like some of the times when you hear like a song, a score in a movie, and you're like, clearly this was the temp score of X. I think they all changed a bit, but we were able to kind of figure out the general vibe and what the purpose of it in the story was, and get it from there.
I watched the film with some friends and they were saying that Nick and Tim, they seem to be in love for real. I
Well,
mean, there was
that was definitely, I think, one of the things that we were trying to play with, and I think there's a lot of chemistry there, and we wanted to leave you guessing about what was the deal and kind of have that meta off the screen approach. That's definitely something that I was inspired by things like A Star Is Born, when like you saw Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, you saw them on screen and you're like, damn, the chemistry is there, but then you would see them off screen and you were like, wow, like what's going on? So that was definitely what we were thinking. That's cool to hear, because that's kind of a sign that I think we did what we were trying to do. And you can ask them about what's going
yeah.
on off screen and see what they say.
And they are going to they sing and they have some no
In real
great song.
life,
Sorry.
in real life, you mean?
Yeah, they do. I read somewhere that they play the music of the film, and is that
Yeah, so we've done they did a couple of concerts, and it's something we'd love to do more of. I think one cool thing about the film is about half the songs were performed live, like not pre-recorded. They were performed live on set, which is really cool because I think it does give you a chance to have them act a little bit more during the songs, and as opposed to just being like, we're doing a music video and we're lip syncing to a performance from the studio. So I think it gave it a little bit more of a raw feel, and I think it's a testament to how skilled they were that, I know like when Anne Hathaway did that in Les Mis, it was like such a big deal, and we were doing it, on a much more quick conditions, I'd imagine.
I really enjoyed the film because, well, I thought the music was amazing. The relationship, yeah, it's very feel good movie.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, but everybody wanted them to be in love right away, but then there was no story. So
Yes, well, it's a journey. I mean, that's how it is in life
yeah, of
sometimes,
course,
I think. You're often like, why are people act so weird? Why are people so like blind to things? But then
yeah, but that's
it's a
good.
journey.
So thanks. I like the red on the wall.
Oh yeah, I didn't paint that, but it was here, so I feel like it's very
It's
it gives
cool.
like the zoom, everybody's zoom background. I feel like it's always a white wall, and then I'm like, I got the weird column and all this
Yeah.